First, the quick AI fundamentals. So when we are talking about AI, I hope that today everybody uses ChatGPTs and all of those AI tools, which are very good, and we are going to talk about them, but I want to split them into a few categories. So first, we have some tools that are for text generation. This means that those tools like ChatGPT, Claude from Anthropic, DeepSeek, and all of those that we already know, they are good to start using them to generate texts, to generate some content for us, maybe essays, maybe blog posts, maybe social media posts, and so on and so on. But we also have different type of AI, generative AI tools, which is the image generation. So you already know, I guess, Midjourney, which is one of the top AI tool for image generation. But I would not suggest starting with that because it's a little bit complicated. It's a little bit more, you need more expertise in order to use it. So we have gathered different tools for that. Then we have the audio generation, which is something relatively new. And in today's world, the audio and video generation is very tough in the AI sphere, especially for languages like the Macedonian, Serbian, maybe Albanian, and some other smaller groups of languages, while on English everything is perfect, we already have everything. So I'll try to talk first about the text generation tool, and I have gathered three. These are my favorite ones. So ChatGPT. First, ChatGPT is one of the most known AI out there, and I like it because it has the most knowledge inside of it. So it's very accurate, especially for some sensitive things like cultural heritage. It's very important when we are using the tools to understand that it is AI at the end. So we need to take care of what we get from the AI as a result, and not hurt some feelings of some culture, of some people, and all of those. So that's why ChatGPT is on my first list, because it's the most accurate and has the most knowledge out of everything else. The second one, which is Claude. I don't know if you know Claude. That's from a company called Anthropic. It's almost the same as ChatGPT. It's much faster. It is very good for some research assistance, like it says, and I always use it together with ChatGPT. So I'm not always trusting only on ChatGPT, but I do the same on Claude, then merge the two answers, the two results, and combine them and take something out. And the one that I absolutely know that you will not know, it's called Manus IM. So this is a Chinese AI, and this is a different kind of AI than ChatGPT and Claude. What is the difference between all of those AIs and Manus? Manus is agent-based AI, which means that you are telling something to the AI, and like a task, and the AI divides that into tasks and communicate directly to ChatGPT and Claude in order to give results to the task. So it's basically doing everything for you. And I'll have some examples in the next couple of slides on what we are doing with Manus. I want to show the power of it, and I really like it. It has also free and paid service, which I can share also at the end of the presentation. Then we have the image generation tools. So as I said, Midjourney, it's detailed, it's very good. It takes some time to learn how to use it in order to generate a good prompt, in order to generate a good picture out of it. But I don't use it much. I think that this is more for some professionals that need to adjust some things and they know better. And I don't have any need for that kind of images and that kind of image generation. The second one, it's Sora. That's, I don't know if you know it, it's from OpenAI, it's also from ChatGPT. So once you have a ChatGPT subscription, you have for Sora, and I really like it, especially for visualization of detailed thing or realistic thing or even hyper-realistic things. It's very good. I really like it and really use it. Some of the images in the whole presentation are generated by Sora. I'll show it afterward as well. And the third thing is Canva. So Canva, I use it not only the AI from Canva, but I use it also for developing the images, because what I don't like in Sora and even Midjourney is that you cannot really generate images with a lot of text inside of them, especially in Macedonian language, Serbian. It does not understand the language. It does not have, the Sora especially, does not have any special fonts. So if I want in a different font something to be written, I'm not doing that in Sora, I'm not doing that in Midjourney, I'm doing that in Canva. So everything that I want to be written on top of the image, I'm doing that in Canva. It's a free tool and it's best for quick edits. They have all the preset templates for every social media post, every dimension, so I do it in like 3 minutes. And the last one is the video and audio tools. So I guess everybody of you have Instagram and you all always watch those AI generated even commercials, even I don't know, there are a lot of not good videos about that. They are all done in Google AI, which is called Veil. It's the last version, Veil 3, which is the best version for generating video together with audio, even though the audio from Google is not okay, especially in those languages like I mentioned. But you can combine them with 11 Labs. 11 Labs is yeah, they have also free and paid version. 11 Labs is one of the best audio generation AI tool at the moment. They have all the languages needed, and they have very good support for the Balkan languages, for smaller languages, even Arabic, which is also very tough to to have it. And they are maybe the best out there. You can generate different kinds of audio, so you just tell 11 Labs in the AI prompt, I want this text to be read by a female, 32 years old, from Skopje, with that accent, and so on, and it will generate insane audios. And again, Sora, because it's also from ChatGPT, and because everybody is using, that's why I have put it Sora here. What I like about Sora is that you can generate small videos up to 8-10 seconds. They are not good quality like on Google, but they can be good if you need to present some smaller things, especially without people inside of them. When you add people in the mix in the video, Sora is messing things up, so people have 6 fingers or 3 fingers, so not good. Only Google is best if you want something like real life experience and real life video. Sora is good for some other artificial videos. They can that can support some social media posts or do some teasers, like with some small text, with some other things, or close-ups to artifacts, to, I don't know, to fruits, to some things. And it's best because 8-second video is very good for some teasers on social media. Now we start, I think, to show you the power of some of the things. No, this is the other ones. So the all-in-one tools. How much the prompt engineering is important. So as you can see, I did something. It looked okay. But I did just one very poor prompt to the AI. After, if I did it right, if I write what I need, how I want it, I don't know, colors, everything. If I go and tell that to the AI, I will get much better results. But I'm lazy and I don't want to do that. So, and I'm really lazy about all of those things. I don't like to write to ChatGPT. If I write it, I'll make it myself in the same time. So, what is the best thing that I've learned from one very young colleague? Use AI to do AI. So, just instead of doing what I did with Manus, I take that prompt, that thing, like give me 2 social media posts for Balkan textiles, and I go to ChatGPT and I say, give me a prompt about this for Manus IM, and I write that. And then ChatGPT is giving me a bigger prompt. I can tell, make research before you do it. Makes me a bigger prompt, I enter it in Manus or wherever, and I get much better results. Why? Because I don't know I don't know what I want sometimes, especially for Sora. For Sora, I don't know what I want. And I know that I need an image. This is an image that represents traditional Balkan village marketplace in 800s. So I told this to ChatGPT. They gave me the prompt. I got this prompt, enter it into Sora, and I will even show it, and how Sora gave me much better results. Just change this is Sora, and this is the prompt that I added. Here it is, a hyper-realistic deception of a lot of things, but it says make it to have cobblestones, to have baskets of fruits, vegetables, herbs. I'm lazy to think of that. Very lazy to do that. So that's why use AI in order to use AI. So first, ask ChatGPT, what do I need in order to create something like this? What prompts do I need? And get some ideas first before start using Sora. So don't go to Sora and say, I need an image of traditional village in Macedonia, in I don't know where. So don't do that. Make it as much detailed as possible. And you can do it the lazy way like I'm doing, which I really like. And one thing which is for me very important now in this era of AI, and even though I showed some tools which are good, and they are good, we must know that this is AI at the end. So it's not a real people, it's just a computer that thinks something. And the knowledge that the AI has a very mixed knowledge. Have knowledge from all over the internet of facts that are not existing, that are lie maybe, and it knows everything. And while we are working in this cultural heritage and we want to preserve as much as we want, we need to take a real good care before putting something out to everybody to see. Because it's very easy to not show a respect to other people, to other cultures. And it's not that you wanted to do that, but AI did it for you, you think it's good, and you don't know it, you don't fact check it, and you can hurt some people's feelings, and it's one of the things that is making a mess right now in this AI sphere. It's the same into the development. For example, if you ask AI to give you code, and it will give you something, it will do a lot of things, but it can mess a lot of other things up in the team if you are working with the teams and everything. So you need to fact check it. You need to not blindly see and put it out. You need to fact check it, you need to be respectful, be sure and verify those results, those texts, those images to see if they are correct or no. I don't know, colors about in the Balkans that were used. So for especially for the image, I'm not sure that this was the right I don't know, clothes, colors, I don't know, scenery and everything. So be sure to fact check it before putting something out, because it's very not good if you do it. So, and also one of the things is the transparency. When you are doing AI generated stuff, even though now every social media asks if this is a social media, if this is a AI generated content, you need to be transparent about it and say that it's an AI generated content. It does not matter, but you're putting somehow as a disclaimer that that this is AI generated and that you are not responsible behind that.
To understand how we can enhance one thing, we first need to understand what we are enhancing. I'm not trying to tell you that you don't know what storytelling is. It's a very self-explanatory word, but maybe this is more of a mental exercise for myself, because again, I'm not exactly a storyteller, but I like to tell stories. So I try to figure out what storytelling is. And I have this mentor that I pay $20 per month that I can ask anything. It's very fast and efficient. Obviously, this is ChatGPT. And I asked ChatGPT, explain storytelling, please. One disclaimer I wanted to tell you here. Look, you can take it or leave it, but please always say please at the end of sentences when you talk to ChatGPT or any other AI. I once read on Reddit, a very reputable source on the internet, that when the apocalypse comes, you know, the first one to go are the people that are not kind. And you know, the people that are kind will be enslaved, obviously. We will work for the robots, but we'll be alive. So say please and thank you. You know, don't say I didn't tell you. Yeah, at the end, you know, this was not screenshot, but of course I thank. So the ChatGPT told me storytelling is the art of sharing events or ideas in a structured way that captures attention and emotion. Makes sense? It usually follows a clear flow, a beginning to set a stage, a middle where tension or conflict builds, and at the end this resolves or leaves meaning. At its core, storytelling helps people connect, remember, and find value in what's being told. It makes sense. But I still need to break it down for my brain into a couple of words so we can actually a little bit easier understand what this is. So for me, what storytelling is, it's a personalized story about an event, in this order. And to tell a good story, to present a good story, you need a good delivery and you need visuals for this. And now the main question, you know, where we have to digitalize everything, force AI into everything. Where should we shove AI in this sense? What should AI do for us when it comes to actual storytelling? And I wanted to do this kind of, I don't know if it works, but the bigger words are the ones that I believe that can really be enhanced with AI. The first one is visuals. In our company, we do a lot with visuals, and in the past 2 years, this has really blown out of proportion. I will show you some examples later, and we together will kind of create some of the examples of AI-created visuals. I'm pretty sure you already tried some of the apps and filters out there. And the second one is personalization. There was never a time in history where we could personalize 1 million different stories based on the same narrative in a split second. So this is a very big opportunity for everybody working in storytelling, in like cultural sectors, basically in whatever. We can now adopt every single story to every single persona, gender, demographic group, nationality. It speaks 100 languages without a problem. The delivery, I think, still needs to be human, at least for now. Even if we check out the avatars that talk themselves, and even if we check out like the agents that we'll create later, it still copies human behavior. So there is a difference here. Agents that try to act like human, the delivery is still human-like because they kind of copy human-like delivery. And of course, the last one is story. Maybe we can enhance story with AI a little bit more than delivery, but story still needs to be original. It still needs to be something that human kind of made up. Before we go into all of that, you have to think of AI, you have to think of all the technological tools as your creative sidekick. Don't let it be your master. Let it be your Robin to your Batman. Use it to experiment, and don't automate just everything that you have going on in life. As you can see, you can create some pretty impressive stuff with this. It usually takes, the clips are usually around 8 to 10 seconds. There is a Roman soldier with a selfie stick going through the city. We also have sound, and we can stitch together a couple of those things. I created yesterday a Roman toga seamstress that works in a little shop with a pretty impressive camera movement. So as you can see, there's a lot of things you can do, and Ljubomir inspired me yesterday with a contemporary dance idea that we discussed over cigarettes and alcohol, and I was like, did Roman women dance on the square? And if they didn't, why not? And I kind of created this when I went to bed. It's cool. I think it's cool. So there's a lot of different like storytelling approaches you can take with AI, because to actually, if you take this video and you shove it into a presentation and you're like, I just want to show you what what could be in the past. To replicate this in real life, it will cost you a lot of money to actually do this. Now it takes you a lot less and a lot less time to impress somebody or to just give them a mental picture in their brain. And I also created this as a joke yesterday. The chimney was Nate's idea. I told him that, that this is going to be I'm going to give him credit for that.
Welcome to Generative. You have to try our rakia.
Yeah, you can do a whole bunch of funny things with this. Let's see, where did I go now? There we go. Our midwife is now rendered, and as you can see, we created this setting. Oh, that's fairly nice. So as you can see, we can create. This is now our persona that we created. It has movement. It has the empathy, the feelings, everything around this kind of a situation. It probably doesn't have historical truth, but we will come at the end. But you have to understand who I am and how I approach things and how fast we build this. If you build enough guardrails around these systems, they can actually give you proper results. Not always, but they can listen to you to some extent. Let's see another model. This time they're clapping. Okay. Yeah, so you can create these kinds of things very fast. And now that we have our own persona, now that we understand who this woman is, what she does, and what's the setting, let's actually create her so we'll be able to talk to her. And this is our second part of this interactive thing that we're doing here. And we are going to use a software called 11 Labs. 11 Labs is the best software for agent creation, for voice agent creation. You're able to talk to different people that you create. You're able to call them. They are able to call you, which is a little bit weird, but it works. As I said at the beginning, do not build tech for the culture, build it with culture. I really believe this. I believe that great ideas happen when disciplines collide. And yesterday, when I had the pleasure of talking to some of you guys that are in a completely different world than me, you excavate skeletons and I create new skeletons to some extent. It's refreshing. It already gave me new ideas. It already kind of sparks imagination a little bit. Okay, this was my idea, my understanding of how storytelling should be and of how you can actually enhance what you're trying to say to to your end group, to whoever you're talking to. And now we come to the second part, for me a more difficult part, because I am an engineer. I like to play with Lego bricks and I like to build stuff without actually thinking about the consequences that much. And then I create something and I'm like, shit, we shouldn't show this to people. But you know, the cat's already out of the bag, so we have to think about ethical dilemmas. And I'm not here to lecture you about what you should or shouldn't do, and I don't have enough knowledge or degrees to do that. I can only give you a couple of questions that should always resonate in the back of your head when you decide to do something with these type of technologies. And I always have these questions in the back of my head, and I always ask myself this. So first of all, I heard here by someone, I think it was Lubomir yesterday, in this very stage, heritage is always a complicated thing. I 100% agree, and it's also a very objectively subjective thing. So people take it very seriously, as they should. So you know, we shouldn't just throw it around. And the first question that I want you to remember is, whose story gets told? AI amplifies voices, but also risks silencing others. This just means that if we give a lot of emphasis on a certain persona when we create stories with AI will just believe that this is what we want all the time, and it will forget about diversity. You have to think about diversity, not AI. Then we have hallucinations. I think we all heard about hallucinations. You saw some of the hallucinations already before with banana and etc. Even for me, I know exactly what I need to write in it. And for a live demo, you know, this was kind of embarrassing. How could the first thing that I clicked be a completely wrong thing? Yeah, it wasn't me, it was the AI hallucinating. When AI generates narratives, how do we distinguish what's truth, what's creative speculation, and what's like outright invention or hallucination? Always think about this when you create narratives with AI. Okay, this has the same subtitle. I'm sorry, this was done 2 a.m. in the morning yesterday, so my problem here. Ownership of the past and present. We have to think about, as historians, as archaeological people, as archaeologists, something like that. You have to think, can you actually change the past? You know, is it smart to show people a contemporary dance in the middle of a Roman square? Is this something that we want to teach our children that actually happened? Or should we put like big disclaimers, this is just a marketing purpose? Again, one of the questions that we really need to think about when we create content like this, because you know, you can put an industrial chimney behind a Roman guy within a second. Is it smart to do that and advertise it? Probably not. And lastly, we've came to the end of my lecture. I want you to understand that AI does not choose values. We do. We as users that use this technology, we have to choose what it generates. We have to choose what we'll use at the end of the day. So again, AI does not choose values. We do. Thank you very much. This was me.
I'm here to talk to you about the role of technology in shaping participatory heritage, exploring how digital tools can empower public engagement and reinterpretation of heritage narratives. What we have now? We have the traditional storytelling. Visitors are passive recipients of information. Stories are often generic and impersonal. We have a lot of text. All the museum have a lot of text. The narratives are linear and inflexible. There is a lack of interactivity, limits engagement. So the audience expects experiences, not just facts. To connect with modern audience, storytelling must evolve. We must move from a linear narrative to something more flexible, to make interactive and not passive, to be a personalized and not generic. The audience must participate to all this experience, not to be just observation. Our toolbox, our XR, AR, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, technologies that can reconstruct sites, the AI, artificial intelligence, we can reimagine things, as Dimitri showed you with the pictures of the people. 3D scanning to preserve some things, buildings, 3D printing so we can touch things, because if we find something in the museum, you cannot not touch it, and you need to touch it. You need to understand the shape of all those things, and Internet of Things to extend all this experience. It is very important to digitalize the collections, so you can find them not only here in Stobi, but that on your house, on the internet. To use AI to restore and recreate and identify artifacts, and to live history through immersive stories, as the VR gladiators that Dimitri said before. So, let's see the pros and cons of those technologies. Augmented reality. We use it with Image Target. You can see an app later there. With 3D object recognition, location recognition. The basic pros of this is that you can use it in your phone, so the museums does not need to buy something, tablets, phones, etc. But you need Wi-Fi, and you need devices that are compatible. Fortunately, now most of the devices are okay to use augmented reality. With image target recognition and 3D object recognition, we can get information, overlay it on real objects and space. And with the personal mobile use, as we said before, visitors are free to move inside the archaeological site, and it's less cost for the museums. The virtual reality. You can have the 3D visualization of space and objects, and it is a completely immersive experience. Even a very bad VR app, it's a lot of immersive, because it's closed, you are in this world. Bad world, a very bad developing world, but it will be very immersive for you. But you must be VR familiar to avoid motion sickness. It's a device that can use it only one person in time, and you need a very powerful computer. Mixed reality, it's something that we prefer to use in TETRAGON because it has group activities, it mixes digital with physical objects, and it is more intuitive. It has more intuitive interactions. It needs physical objects and mechanics, but the cost is much lower. You can create it with plastic, with anything you want, 3D printings, etc. The last years we have the AI, the artificial intelligence. You can create more personalized experience. It's easy to reconstruction of history events, but again, you need powerful computers, you need internet access, and there's a lot of ethical consideration, copyrights, accuracy of information. So, sorry, I stuck. We have the immersion as with the VR apps. The history comes to life. If we have interactivity, the visitors can make things happen. We have more personal experience to make the message understandable for the audience. We must have a multisensory experience, visuals, audio, tangible experience, to make it easier to understand and to make it for for people that cannot hear or accessible. Yes, thanks a lot. For everyone, because text is not accessible. Emotional connection connects stories and cultures in real people. So, if you have any questions, we can move to the apps to understand some of those things. I prefer to use AR on outside because it's easier to. It doesn't depend by weather. I have it on my phone. My phone works. I can scan some image target like this. This image is from Olympus. You will see later the app. It's not a. You don't have problem with the weather. VR app is better for exhibition, not for a museum. Because it's a very dominant app. So it's you will have the danger for the audience to come for the VR app and not for the museum. MR is very nice for museums. We use it in 3 museums in Greece so far as TETRAGON, and to 1 exhibition. And it's easy to understand how something is working. We have an app for the how to build ships in 19th century. And people can create all the part of the ship and understand how this works. All these technologies can add something small to the museums or the archaeological sites or the exhibitions. It's something small. The big image is the museum or the archaeological site. It's like I said for the VR. You cannot use a very dominant technology inside the museum because you will lose the audience. This is the work for the UX designer, user experience. You must have let's say, an ID as a company or as a museum. Something that we usually fight on our project is that if in Stobi you have 5 apps for information, for the basilica, for the theater, for, the logic must always be the same. So, when I learn as a user, as a visitor, to use the first one, I can use all the others. Because it's a trap sometimes to, no, I don't want to make all the same apps. I want something different. It's boring to use the same. No, it's not boring. It's something that helps the visitors to understand how I can work with this and then with this and this. With the VR, there is a problem with all of this because you need people, visitors, users that know how to use VR. It's not something that you can cover it, let's say. You have motion sickness. It's one of the most big dangers in VR, because you don't want the user to throw up. And I saw it a lot. For AR, I'm using Unity engine at most. I prefer Unreal. It has much better graphics. Both Unity and Unreal Engine have great documentations, but don't start on AR or VR. Start on something small, something desktop-based to understand the logic, and then go to VR. And then go to VR for sure. AR is something much better. Try to use Unity with Vuforia engine. You will see an app later behind you.